Hi folks. Well, the buildup of my Wasr 1063 is now complete, and if you remember from my very first video, I mentioned that I wanted to make this thing look as much like my Russian Saiga as I possibly could, and that was one of the reasons for adding the wood grip and the different forearm and that sort of thing. Well, I've got both of them out here in my yard, and I wanted to show you a side-by-side of just how close these things look together. Other than a few subtle changes and a few subtle differences, they look remarkably similar. They're actually look almost like identical twins. So I'll let you judge for yourself here. There they are. Span out a little bit. The one that you see to your right there is the Wasr 10 with the replaced wood. And it's actually got the Russian forearm and the ironwood buttstock, and I believe it was either a Hungarian or Bulgarian. I'm not sure the pistol grip, but it was one I got off of Gunbroker. And if you look very closely, these guns look very much similar. I'm going to even zero in on the Saiga and go through the thing. You can take a look here. Now the finish on the Saiga is actually gun coat. You can see that polished bolt carrier. Go up the line. This Russian Saiga was manufactured in the armory at Ishmash. Now this is the company that actually imports them into the United States. But it was imported from the Russian armory, the Ishmash armory over in Russia. That was the actual armory that Mikhail Kalashnikov went to work for when he was a young man designing the rifle. Now this is the Wasr 1063. You can see the Parkerized finish. You can see that oil stains on it and everything. There's a polished bolt carrier we did last night. Turned out real good. I'm very, very pleased. Don't even want to take it out in the woods and scratch it up. But I also made another addition. Let you guys check this out. Span out here so you guys can see this. Got an addition for my Wasr here. I think you guys are going to like. Said I wanted to turn this into a truck gun and possibly a hunting rifle. Now, I'm sticking a 30-round magazine in here, but of course for hunting I would only have a 5-round magazine. Now check that out. What do you think of that? That is that's an armored style or armored 3x9 scope with illuminated reticle. The mount that's on it is a KVAR, which I highly recommend. If you're going to put a scope on an AK-47, you want to use a product from KVAR. Those guys, they really know AKs. They're a little bit expensive, but you're going to eliminate any kind of problems, and they're going to stand behind their product. That's a pretty bad looking rifle, ain't it? Guaranteed to make liberals cry. For some reason these guns scare the dickens out of liberals. Anyway, that concludes, this actually concludes the video series on this Wasr 1063 build-up. You can see that it looks very, very close to the Russian Saiga. And I can take that thing out in the woods and not worry about beating up my Russian. Actually, as pretty as that Romanian turned out, now I don't mind beating up my Russian so bad. But there it is, folks. Tell me what you think. Thank you. Thanks for watching.